And we went out together and shot the videos. He was kind enough to do it for free for me when we first kicked off. When I was growing up in London, I had 3 choices: to be a doctor, a lawyer, or a failure. And I ended up at business school, so I guess I was the 3rd. And I was going to business school, and every week we had CEOs, entrepreneurs, celebrities coming to speak and share their stories. And I was fascinated by how people went from nothing to something. And one week I was told that this monk was invited, and I actually said to one of my friends, I said, I'm only going if we go to a bar afterwards, because I wasn't interested in hearing a monk's perspective on life. So my friend forced me to go. He promised me we'd go to a bar afterwards, and it changed my life. It was the most captivating presentation I've ever been to, and he spoke about selflessness and service and kindness, and it just got me hooked. So I spent all of my summer holidays from 18 to 22, half of them working in the finance corporate world in suits and driving cars in London, and spending the other half living as a monk in India. And when I was 22, I decided to turn down my corporate job offers and go and live as a monk in India for 3 years. And half our days was silence and half of it was service. So we meditated for half the day, and the other half we were trying to serve humanity and make a difference in the world.
If you truly want to be successful, your life will be changed after you start your journey. You're going to go through such a change that you're not even going to realize what you've done, how far you've grown, and how much you've learned and will be able to do now that you've achieved the pinnacle of success that you want. It's going to be a long journey. It's not going to be easy, but you're going to change so much for the better. Because if you wake up every single day and you truly want to be successful, you should be trying to improve bits and pieces of your life every single day, so that when it comes down to the line, you have grown, you have learned something new every single day. You were able to achieve things that you didn't know possible because you're constantly working at being better. You're constantly transforming yourself to be the best version of you every single day. You wake up, you try to fix something, you try to learn something new, you try to be better than you were the day before, and that's what it's all about. Solid and consistent improvement throughout your life so that you will eventually become the successful individual that you want to become. But you're going to have to stay hungry, you're going to have to stay vigilant and stay focused, laser focused on that task at hand, and figure out what it is that you want to do and go all in, 100% commit to that task so that you can become successful. You can do everything in your power to be the best version of you. Because if you wake up and you start to slack and you go downhill, that will show, and the competition will catch up, and you will no longer be the very best that you can be because others are doing better than you, and that is when you have to keep pushing, keep moving forward, and be better.
How did I buck the trend? I was really fortunate that very early on I started to experiment with what mattered to me. Sometimes that got me in a lot of trouble. What people don't know about me is that I was suspended from school 3 times for trying out all sorts of things, like things that people would never imagine of someone who goes on to be a monk. I was experimenting with all the drugs in the world. I had multiple relationships. I was really trying to search for some sort of meaning, fulfillment, and for as long as I've known, I've been chasing thrill and feeling like not many people do. It's very different. From 14 to 18, I was like this kid who just wanted to try new things out. And my parents' rhetoric would always be, well, make sure you get good grades. And I used to think, well, if I can be bad and get good grades, then it all works, right? Everyone's happy. So that's kind of what I did. And at 18, I was really fortunate when I met a monk. My first piece of advice would be finding your daily rituals, finding your daily habits, finding your practices that act as the foundation, because we're living in such busy, hectic, crazy times. For me, refining my intentions on a daily basis is one of my favorite habits. And so what I do every day is I'll look at the plethora of options that I have available, all of the things, whether it's deals, ideas, thoughts, projects, offers, whatever it is. And on top of all of them, I'll write down why I would do that. And if the reason is often ego, pride, envy, competition, jealousy, and sometimes it's compassion, love, joy, passion, purpose, meaning, fulfillment. And so what I like to do is I like to refine my intentions, which I class as seeds and weeds every day. So I want to plant more seeds in the garden of my life. Seeds are things that are like compassion, love, purpose, fulfillment, meaning, joy, service. And weeds are when we do things out of ego, envy, competition. And so every day I'm plucking out the weeds out of my life and I'm trying to plant more seeds. There's a great philosopher called Cooley in the 1800s. He said that today, I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. Let that blow your mind for a moment. I'm not who I think I am. I'm not who you think I am. I am who I think you think I am. We're lost in a perception of ourselves. So our image of ourselves is made up mostly by what people think of us. If people think you're outgoing, you're more outgoing. If people think that you're someone who likes to be the front of the party, you behave that. We interact, we almost act as method actors, creating an image in society. So what I'd love for you to do is I'd like you to choose whether you believe you're more outgoing as a person or more reserved. And I'd like you to choose for yourself. If you're outgoing, I want you to head to this side of the room. And if you're reserved, I want you to head to this side of the room.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.